Hey there, welcome back to the Biotech Investor channel where we dive into the hottest biotech investment tips and trends. If you have watched my last video and have taken action, congratulations. Vanda therapy has been approved by the FDA and the stock has rallied 51% since our last video. Today, I'm bringing you a company that caught my attention as well as the attention of the greatest trader of all times, James Simons. He just added Vanda Pharmaceuticals to his portfolio back in December. What is he seeing that others aren't? We're zooming in on Vanda Pharmaceuticals, a trailblazer in creating breakthrough treatments for central nervous system disorders. With its founder still at the driver's seat, Vanda's got that unique spark we all love. Vanda Pharmaceuticals is expecting 3 PDUFA dates this year, 3 FDA approvals or rejections that could change drastically the roadmap of the company, as well as the health of its potential patients. We will be covering Vanda's financial health and look into these potential FDA approvals or rejections and how could they affect the company's revenue and thus the stock price. And here's a little tip for you. I'll be buying some shares starting this week and we'll add more after the Hetlioz news settles. What news? Patience is key, so stick around for that. If you're all about catching the next big thing in biotech investments, smash that subscribe button. You won't want to miss the insights we've got lined up. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the juicy details of Vanda's latest earnings, let's zoom out for a second. Who's Vanda Pharmaceuticals and why is everyone in biotech talking about them? Ticker symbol VNDA, they're making waves in biopharmaceuticals by zeroing in on something very important, our brains. They're all about pushing the envelope with treatments that tackle central nervous system disorders that don't get enough attention. Vanda Pharmaceuticals' product portfolio includes significant contributions such as Hetlioz for sleep disorder and Fanapt for schizophrenia, underscoring their leadership in neuroscience. This dedication reflects their commitment to making impactful advancements in medicine. Looking at the broader perspective, Vanda has demonstrated resilience and strategic growth through 2023, navigating the complexities of the biopharmaceutical industry with innovation and strategic marketing. The company's financial performance, particularly in the fourth quarter, highlights their ability to adapt and grow with net product sales, indicating recovery and potential for future growth. This overview sets the stage for a detailed examination of Vanda's financial health and strategic direction moving forward. And all of this without diluting stakeholders to raise cash, which is really important for us. Exploring the details, Vanda's strategic focus, while facing a net loss because of an acquisition that we will be covering soon, their commitment to enhancing their clinical pipeline remains steadfast with notable investments in R&D and marketing to bolster their market position. These financial outcomes, from revenue declines to net losses, reflect the strategic adjustments Vanda has made in Q4 2023. In response to the revenue shortfall, Vanda has strategically acquired Ponvory, a daily oral medication for relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis, representing a significant entry into therapeutic areas for Vanda. To accomplish this, Vanda had to tap into its substantial cash reserves. This acquisition, coupled with ongoing R&D investment, underscores Vanda's proactive stance in a challenging market landscape. These developments signal a company navigating through a transitional period, investing in future growth despite immediate obstacles, setting a promising stage for 2024. Vanda Pharmaceuticals still holds about $388 million in cash, which is incredible given its pipeline. This is proving that a company being run by its founder, which in this case is someone that knows what he's doing, can run very efficiently and accomplish great things. Because of the slowdown on Hetlioz sales, Vanda has taken proactive steps. They've been working towards getting Hetlioz approved for jet lag disorder. The FDA at first failed to provide a response to this request. Thus, Vanda had to sue the FDA so they can provide a timely response. A significant win occurred in 2024 with a court mandate for the FDA to either complete its review of Vanda's SNDA or initiate a hearing by March 5th. And here's one of the most important moments of this analysis. Given the historical rejection rate of about 85% for such petitions, The CEO shared skepticism during the earnings call about a favorable outcome. He believes that they will most likely receive a rejection to expand the HealthyOdds label to be used for jet lag, which could have been a huge market, as there are millions of travelers a year crossing multiple time zones, as well as airline staff. This covers the first PDUFA catalyst for this year, which I believe will be a negative one. And remember, the FDA is expected to respond before April 3rd. Going to the second PDUFA date, which shares the exact same date, is regarding Fanapt, which is currently approved for treating schizophrenia. The sNDA requests the FDA approval for treating bipolar disorder in adults. This submission aims to expand Fanapt's approved uses to include treatment for bipolar disorder and not only for schizophrenia. This approval would most likely increase Fanapt sales, which eventually drives up revenue. The FDA is currently reviewing this application, and the CEO mentioned during the last earnings call that Vanda's sales and marketing teams are hopeful and will be ready in case they receive an approval. The tricky part here is that Vanda might receive both a rejection for HealthyOdds and an approval for Fanapt the same exact date, making the stock price very volatile for that week. And with that, we covered the second PDUFA date. The last PDUFA date and the most exciting one is scheduled for September 18th. This is for tradipitant, meant to treat around 3.6 million Americans suffering from gastroparesis. Around 9.3% of diabetics in the USA suffer from this disorder. Gastroparesis means paralysis of the stomach. It is a functional disorder affecting the stomach nerves and muscles. It basically means that your stomach's muscles contract in a weaker manner, slower than they need to be to digest your food and pass it on to your intestines. This leads to food sitting too long in your stomach, causing constant nausea. There is currently only one medication that is FDA approved to treat this chronic disorder, and this was approved back in 1979, which is Reglan, and has very serious side effects like uncontrollable body movements and neuroleptic malignant syndrome, which is a life-threatening idiosyncratic reaction to antipsychotic drugs characterized by fever, altered mental status, muscle rigidity, and autonomic dysfunction. Vanda Pharmaceuticals is looking to tap into this forgotten market by helping millions of patients have another option that does not come with these horrible side effects. During these trials, the side effects reported in the study for the drug tradipitant were similar between the tradipitant and placebo groups, indicating that the drug was generally well tolerated. The most common adverse events reported included diarrhea, urinary tract infection, sinusitis, dizziness, and headache, which are mild compared to Reglan. Managing gastroparesis is not an easy task, but Vanda's team is determined to providing a modern drug to the market with less side effects. Currently, Reglan's price for a month dose is $400. So let's suppose that tradipitant was able to take all Reglan's market, which is 3.6 million diabetics having gastroparesis. Selling at the same exact price, tradipitant could bring $1.4 billion in revenue a month. This would 30x current Vanda's revenue and potentially 30x the current stock price to $120 a share. Of course, this is optimistic and best case scenario, but what's certain is that with the addition of Ponvory to the portfolio of products, this company will make more revenue and make more money this year than in 2023. And ultimately, in the long term, the stock price will follow revenue as long as the company keeps running as efficiently as it is now. I recommend adding this stock to your wish list and at least consider it. Please conduct your own research. I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please invest at your own risk. As always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. It's been a pleasure.